How to prevent a folder from being synced on OneDrive. I recently downloaded a very large amount of images for a machine learning project. OneDrive is going a little bit crazy about it, and I would like it to ignore the folder. Ideally, the folder would be isolated from the rest of the synced folders from OneDrive perspective, but in the same directory on my computer. I tried to navigate through OneDrive is greater than settings is greater than account is greater than choose folders, but as soon as I uncheck the folder, OneDrive says if you confirm, the folder won't be available anymore on your computer, but only online, which is exactly what I want to avoid. Any clue? NB, I saw this post how to exclude a specific file or directory from OneDrive within the OneDrive folder structure, but the solution doesn't work for folder, and I can't just specify the 200K files that I want to be isolated.
The article Exclude Files and Extensions from Syncing to OneDrive, via Group Policies, by a Microsoft employee on May 5, 2021, describes this undocumented method, which is quite recent in Windows. The OneDrive Sync app must be restarted after this setting is enabled for it to take effect. Step 1. Add new policies to the local post store. Position to folder %local app data %\Microsoft \OneDrive /build number /ADM /. Select the files, OneDrive.admil, and OneDrive.adm. Copy the files via Ctrl+C. Position to folder, C column \Windows \policy definitions. Copy the files to the folder via Ctrl+V. Put the .admil language file into the NS folder, not in the root. Step 2. Use the new policies. Now that the new group policies have been added, open settings greater than devices greater than configuration profiles. Open the new setting excludes specific kinds of files from being uploaded found in computer configuration greater than administrative templates greater than OneDrive. Click on enabled, click on show, enter the files to exclude with wildcards, click OK. Alternative, use the registry. Start regedit, navigate to he_local_machine \software \policies \Microsoft \OneDrive \enable or ignore list from po. Create items named by a number 1, 2, etc. of type reg_sed. Enter as value keywords with wildcards. For example, enter .pst to block all files with the .pst extension. Enter expense to block files that have names beginning with expense. And so on.
I recently had to do this exact thing. Temporarily move your local files to a non-OneDrive location. Allow OneDrive to sync the empty folder to the cloud. Use Settings, Backup, Manage Backup to disable the top-level folder containing the now empty directory. Use Settings, Account, choose Folders to disable sync of the now empty directory. Reverse Step 2, re-enable the top-level folder. Reverse Step 1, put the files back in the place they started. After this process, OneDrive will have a sync error on the undesired files. They will be stored locally and never uploaded to the cloud.
Currently, we can prevent image files being syncing to OneDrive, but we could not exclude specific folders to be synced to OneDrive. Here is a similar thread registry exclude folder for OneDrive. On thread reassess the possibility to ignore or exclude selected OneDrive folders and files from the sync process. On User Voice Forum, the OneDrive PM manager said they are looking to expanding such feature to folders in the future. I suggest you go to OneDrive folder, then copy the specific folder to other location that won't be synced to OneDrive, then navigate through OneDrive is greater than settings is greater than account is greater than choose folders Agion, then unsynchronize this folder. The folder would still exist on your local computer, but it is no longer a mirror of the folder with the same name on OneDrive.
I use the registry methods above, but I don't have OneDrive \enable or ignore list from po folder at all on the registry. It's still working nevertheless if you create the key yourself. Hence what I did was create a new key by using new is greater than key and rename it to OneDrive, then create key again on OneDrive subfolder and rename it to enable or ignore list from po. Now you can create items like what Harry did above. No need to use Gedit, especially if you use Windows Home Edition like me.
Actually, there is a way. You just have to reframe what you are trying to accomplish. If this is what you want, this is how to do it. I want OneDrive to stop syncing 3 large folders that will take hours to download, so that I can just sync one other folder that I want downloaded first, because I need to work with those files now. In the taskbar, open OneDrive and click on Settings. Click Account and then choose Folders. Now uncheck those 3 big folders that you don't want downloaded yet. Hit OK. This will stop their syncing from interfering with the syncing of your preferred folder. Just remember to reverse this when you are done.